ahead and get started. We'll begin today with Ryan Aber of the Oklahoman, and then we'll go to Jason Kersey. Ryan?
Yeah, Drake, obviously, Bedlam coming up, you've been around this rivalry for a long time. What's it going to be like, or how different is it going to be with the role you're playing this year versus maybe the last couple? And what are some of your biggest memories of Bedlam in the past?
Yeah, I mean, I've been around it for a long time. It's definitely a great rivalry, and I think I'll just continue to do whatever's asked of me and fulfill whatever role I have the opportunity of playing in the game. And this year, I'm having a little bit of a bigger role, and so I'll be ready to fulfill that to the best of my ability and prepare well. So I'll be ready for the opportunity.
And any memories of this rivalry stand out to you, whether it's growing up, anything like that?
Definitely, there's definitely some good ones back when we scored last minute with I think touchdown to Jalen Saunders. It was from Blake Bell, threw a touchdown to him to win up in Stillwater that one year. That was a great game. Shoot, I remember a bad memory when Tyreek Hill returned a touchdown to win the game. I remember that one. Shoot, I remember them all, but I'm not going to talk about it.
All right. Appreciate it, Drake.
All right, let's go to Jason Kersey with The Athletic, and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, Drake, you've seen this offense operate at its best and maybe at its worst. And I'm just wondering, the last couple of weeks, what do you think has been different for you guys that you've been able to go score 60 points?
Right. I think we're starting to click more, and we're starting to play more complementary football. I mean, we're having a big special teams play here or there, whether it be on kickoff coverage, tackling them inside the 20, giving bad field position, or covering punts well, or getting a good return, giving us good field position, and that definitely helps. And then definitely our defense is just they're creating more turnovers, which is huge for field position and just kickstarting momentum. And then also on offense, we're just playing more 11-man ball. You know, every man concentrating on just doing his one individual job. And if you get 11 guys doing that, I mean, any play should be a pretty good play.
Thanks, Drake.
Yeah.
Okay, Eric Bailey with House of World, and then Joe Bettner.
Hey, Drake. Jaden Hazelwood's quick recovery from a serious knee injury has really been impressive. How much did he stay engaged during his rehab, and how excited were you for him to get back on the field?
I'm thrilled for him to be back because I know he's just like me in terms of character and mentality. I mean, he was starving to get back on that field, and so I'm real happy that he's back out there. And I mean, he was super engaged from the day he was hurt to every single day through his recovery process. I mean, one of the first guys in the building, getting his rehab in, getting all his stuff in, still working out, still in all the meetings, being engaged, watching film, taking notes, all that. So he knew he'd be ready when he got back, and now he's back.
Thanks a bunch, Drake. Appreciate it.
Okay, Joe Bettner with the Norman Transcript, and then Parker Thune.
Hey, Drake, I was curious, since you've been at OU, if you could speak to what you've seen Creed Humphrey, the leader maybe that he's grown into, and just what he kind of provides for you guys as far as a team and offensive leader.
Oh, yeah, Creed's a great leader. I mean, this is the way he is. He can't help but lead. And he first of all, lead by example, you know, being one of the hardest workers. I mean, pushes the most weight in the weight room. I mean, will never quit on anything. And then also he's gotten more vocal as he's been here for a longer period of time. And with him being our center and just you see it on the field, he throws guys around like rag dolls, and that's definitely what you want out of your leader.
Thanks, Drake.
Okay, Parker Thune with SI Sooners, and then Kerry Murdoch.
Yeah, Drake. So you, Austin Stogner, and Theo Weiss are really – you seem like the guys that Spencer's looking to on third downs more than anybody else. Is that something that you take pride in as a wideout, your ability to get open on third down and be able to move the chains?
Devin, I just take pride in pretty much every single route I run, and even a lot of people look past it, but even just blocking, I'll look at blocking as routes too. I mean, you're either going to win or you're going to lose the same way you're going to win or lose on a route. And so any down I'm running a route, I want nothing more than to get a great separation, catch the ball, and go score. So third down, it's just you turn it up another notch and try and really, really get open, because you know that's a big key down to keep the drive going.
Okay, Kerry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop, WWLS, and then back to Jason Kersey.
Hey, Drake, growing up around the game, do you remember an age at all when you kind of developed an appreciation for, I don't know, the drive that you had to have to play, football at this level, or Maybe were there players that, in the past that kind of helped you or took time out to talk to you about, being a great player, becoming a great player?
I wouldn't necessarily say I ever like really just like sat down and had like a heart to heart about it with anyone, but growing up from shoot, I'm not really sure what age, but it was a real young age. I could see being around the workouts or being around practice or being around how hard the coaches coach the players. Like I could really see like the work ethic that was needed and the discipline and the focus and the commitment that was needed to be a good player within this program. And so I definitely grew an appreciation for that. And shoot, yeah.
I mean, do you remember like a grade level or something where you really started thinking to yourself like, okay, I want to do this.
Right. Well, yeah, I always grew up. I just idolized like college football players. I just thought they were like superheroes to me, pretty much. Instead of superheroes, I idolized like football players, and so I wanted to be like them. And so, how do you be like someone? You watch them, you observe them, and you try and emulate exactly what they're doing. So even as I'm younger, I'm not quite at that level yet. I'm gonna try and emulate that work ethic, the way they run routes, the way they focus, the way they sit in meetings, just everything. And that probably started mm, like second, third grade. Like obviously I'm not going to be an amazing football player at that age, but like to really start realizing what it would take, I think that kind of helped shape who I am.
Thanks, Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just a couple more. Let's go to Jason Kersey and then Dean Blevins.
Drake, earlier you mentioned the boost you guys get from takeaways and those kinds of things. I'm wondering about when Spencer goes in on that touchdown and sort of is willing to lower his shoulder and go in. Is that inspiring for you guys, or does that make you nervous when your quarterback does stuff like that?
I guess a little bit of both. But no, I do definitely love to see him lower his shoulder and get in there. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of both. I mean, you definitely don't want to see your quarterback go in and just truck someone. And I mean, hopefully he doesn't get hurt or anything. And that's the only thing you really have to worry about. But it is definitely cool to see your quarterback who you try to keep his jersey clean, to see him just go truck someone for a touchdown. That's definitely pretty cool.
Thanks, Drake.
And Dean Blevins, News 9.
Yeah, Drake, I was wondering, does your father know much football, do you think? And does he, do you get the same kind of coaching you got from him, I presume, before you got to OU?
Like, do I get the same coaching here?
No, from him. Just his input to you.
Like now? No, yeah. I mean, he even growing up, he wasn't like real like on me like all the time, like about just coaching me up nonstop. I mean, I would think like he was just like being supportive of what I want to do. He didn't necessarily like press this on me. And then even now, I would say he's even more like he doesn't like try and coach me up, because he knows, I mean, I have great coaches that are around every day, and that's their individual job, is to coach my position. But I definitely think he could, if he sees something, he'll point it out to me for sure. But he's definitely just more supportive than anything.